Bad dog bone mount, as you can see right here. The engine moves back and forth. Look at that bolt right here. It moves. So every time you put this transmission to drive or reverse, the engine bangs front and back, bang bang. So you feel a big push into the car. So we're gonna replace this engine mount, all right? I got the car running, so if you're doing this, be careful. And I did a video earlier. See that pulley's running? Just make sure you check that too. So we're gonna be changing this mount next, all right, guys? I ordered a piece, and then we'll do it together. And let's wait for the part first. It should be a simple job. Alright guys, so this is a 07 PT Cruiser. We're going to be changing that dog bone mount right there. To change this mount, you don't have to tie up the engine because there's a couple of mounts on the top. By couple, I mean there's a mount that actually holding the top. This engine is already moving around. So we have number 18 here and number 19 over here. On this end, you probably have a big rod coming down here. This car is missing that rod, but and also there's probably a number 15. Someone must have broke the bolt on the top over here, so there's no rod there. They didn't put that back, I believe. But anyway, that's no problem. I took off this number 15. This is what holds that rod in here. So we took off this 15. I'm gonna put it back just because it was there already. All right, and we're gonna need you can use a wrench, ratchet, impact gun. I'm gonna be using impact gun. I like to make life a little easy, so I'm gonna get number 18 with the gun, and I'm gonna take off this bolt first. All right, so let me back up the camera a little bit. All right, so here comes number 18. Alright, there it goes. See the mount? It's all broken in there. It's in pieces. Alright, so the mount, this simply just goes right through this bolt. So save this because we're gonna reuse the bolt. We're using the same bolts. Alright, then I have number 19 here. I'm gonna put this on the gun, but I'll put the swivel in the back because let me just angle this camera so you can see. All right, so we can see right here much better. All right, if I don't put this in, it's gonna hit on the back of the caliper here. So my gun will be angled a little bit down. My impact gun is gonna be angled a little bit down. All right. There you go, guys. In the back end, you have a threads just like this one, but it's like a nut welded onto the frame itself. All right, guys. So I'm gonna take off this bolt, and there it goes. All right, there's the engine mount. So here's the bolt I took off, and let me show you the broken engine mount. Let me just move my camera this way because this is a better lighting angle. All right. So here's the engine mount. All right, guys. It's all broken, ripped apart. And what this does is it makes the engine move back and forth every time you put the car to gear. It hits very hard. All right, so that's the mount you're gonna change. All right, it's called a dog bone. And when you install it, pay attention to this little fella right here. Sometimes the mount will have a hole here, so if you put it back the other way around, one side will have hole, one side won't have hole, but this one doesn't go through that hole, so that's fine. All right, so I'm still waiting for the mount. Should be here in a few minutes, and let's wait for it and I'll continue the job. All right, guys, welcome back, and we're back and we're ready to install this mount. Just want to show you guys the mount here. This is the part number. All right, and let me take this out of the box. So here's the mount. All right, always compare it with the old one, and you see this, it's sticking out. This end is sticking out, so this goes in there. All right, so we're gonna line it the same way. We might have to wiggle the engine a little bit now to install it back. All right, so we'll take this mount we'll stick this in first. And we're gonna try to catch the threads on this side. You can wiggle it a little bit and then use the socket if you need to. There you go, it's caught. You can feel it in there. Now this end is gonna be a little tricky. Like I said, you're gonna have to pull the engine a little bit. What you could do is use the pry bar. Don't break anything, you know, you don't want to damage the block or anything. So if you look right in the back here, slowly, gently, we can move the engine around. All right, you could probably even do it by hand, but just to make life easy, use something. All right, guys. So this bolt here, I'm gonna get it ready to go through here. All right, we might not have to push the engine too much, but I'm gonna do it by hand. There you go. And it's caught. Before you put the gun on or anything, just make sure it's caught and the threads are in, alright? You don't want to smack the gun and you don't want to damage the rear where the threads are. Now you have to fix the threads or replace the bracket that's back there. Over here, wait for the chopper to pass by. There you go, the noise is gone. And on this end, there's a bolt in the back that's a nut that's welded on, so you might have to replace that. All right. So pretty much, this job is almost over. There you go, guys. I have that in, and I'll take my impact gun and I'll tighten this end also. That's it, guys. It's done. And if you like my videos, subscribe. If you have questions, if you have other problems with car and check engine codes, you can email me or message me. I could get back to you. You know, it'll probably take me a day or so. Sometimes I get back pretty quick. I can guide you with the range of a price, how much it would cost you, and what you need to do, you know, what you should start off with. And thank you for watching. Subscribe and bye bye. All right, after this, there's a cover that goes here. Put that on, and off the camera I am gonna put this back on. This is number 15. There's supposed to be a bracket going up here, but that's missing. So let me finish this job and we're gonna end the video here. Thank you, bye bye. This is like a 10-minute job, no more than that. All right, sometimes these bolts get jammed, then you have to heat them, break them, cut them, whatever, but get the job done. Thank you, bye bye.